The Amazon, a verdant labyrinth teeming with life, shrouded in mystery. Sunlight struggled to pierce the dense canopy. Air, thick with humidity, clung to their skin. The explorers, a mismatched quartet, ventured deeper into the green abyss. Dr. Lewis, the anthropologist, captivated by ancient cultures. His eyes sparkled with insatiable curiosity. Emily, the biologist, drawn to the intricate web of life. Her gaze, sharp and observant, missed nothing. Jack, the seasoned guide, pragmatic and wary. His weathered face held a lifetime of jungle wisdom. And David, the photographer, seeking to capture the soul of the forest. His lens, an extension of his own inquisitive spirit. Their mission to document the lives of indigenous tribes untouched by modern civilization. But the jungle held secrets, ancient and powerful, far beyond their comprehension. The air crackled with an unseen energy. Whispers seemed to dance on the wind. The forest watched, listened, and waited. Unease settled upon them like a shroud. Each rustle of leaves, each screech of a bird amplified their apprehension. The jungle was a living entity, sentient and aware. They were intruders, trespassing on sacred ground. Days bled into nights. The oppressive heat offered no respite. The jungle's symphony of sounds, a constant chorus of chirps, croaks, and growls.
Stories whispered around campfires, tales of spirits, guardians of the forest, legends of djinns, ethereal beings of immense power.
David, ever the skeptic, dismissed them as folklore.
Jack, however, listened with a furrowed brow. He had seen things, unexplainable things, that challenged his rational mind. The jungle, he knew, was a place where the veil between worlds thinned, where the impossible could become possible.
They pressed on deeper into the heart of the unknown. The forest grew denser, more oppressive. The air hung heavy with a strange, sweet scent. A sense of being watched intensified. Their footsteps, once confident, now carried a hesitant echo. Shadows danced at the edge of their vision. Whispers, barely audible, teased their ears. The jungle was playing tricks on their minds, or so they told themselves. But fear, primal and instinctive, began to take root. They were no longer explorers, but trespassers, venturing into a realm where they did not belong. They stumbled upon a clearing, bathed in an ethereal glow. A small village, nestled amidst towering trees, appeared almost otherworldly. The tribe, untouched by the outside world, regarded them with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension.
His eyes, deep and knowing, seemed to pierce through their souls. He spoke in a language ancient and melodic, his words translated by Jack.
The shaman welcomed them, offered them shelter and food, but his gaze lingered on David, a flicker of recognition in his eyes.
The tribe, they learned, worshipped the djinns, spirits of the elements. They lived in harmony with the forest, respecting its power and its secrets. The shaman spoke of a delicate balance, a pact between humans and the supernatural, a pact that David, he warned, was in danger of disrupting.
David scoffed, his skepticism unwavering. He saw only superstition, a primitive fear of the unknown.
But the shaman's words resonated with a disquieting familiarity. He felt a connection, unexplainable and unsettling, to this ancient place, to this enigmatic man. Driven by his insatiable curiosity, David ventured into the forest alone. He sought proof, tangible evidence to debunk the myths. The jungle, however, had other plans.
He found himself drawn to a hidden grotto, a place of power and ancient energy.
There, amidst swirling mists, he encountered it, the Djinn. Not a monstrous beast, as depicted in folklore, but a being of pure energy. Shifting, shimmering, taking the form of a swirling vortex of light. Its voice, a chorus of whispers, resonated deep within his soul.
The Djinn spoke of forgotten pacts, of ancient debts owed. It promised David power, knowledge, and a glimpse into the true nature of the universe. All that was required was a simple exchange. A token of his trust, a drop of his blood.
David, captivated by the Djinn's allure, agreed. He felt no fear, only a strange sense of homecoming. He offered his blood, a single drop, onto the mossy stone.
The pact was sealed. A rush of energy surged through him. He felt alive, empowered, connected to something vast and ancient.
Emily, studying the aquatic life, noticed a shift, a subtle change in the ecosystem. Fish glowed with an unnatural iridescence. Plants throbbed with an unseen life force. Narrator: the river, the lifeblood of the Amazon, flowed with a newfound intensity. Its currents seemed to pulse with an unseen energy.
She shared her observations with Dr. Lewis, who dismissed them as anomalies. But Jack, ever the pragmatist, saw the connection. The river, he knew, was reacting to David's pact. They watched as the river surged, its waters churning with a primal fury. The jungle itself seemed to recoil as if sensing the imbalance. S1, the Djinn's power was seeping into the very fabric of the forest.
The Djinn's power, he warned, was not to be trifled with.
Emily, fascinated and terrified, felt a profound sense of responsibility. She had dedicated her life to understanding the delicate balance of nature. Now that balance was threatened and she was powerless to stop it. The jungle came alive in a way they had never witnessed before. Animals, once timid, now stalked their camp with unnerving boldness. Trees swayed to an unheard rhythm. Whispers, no longer subtle, echoed through the undergrowth. The spirits of the forest, angered by the Djinn's intrusion, made their presence known. Visions plagued their dreams. Shadows danced at the edge of their waking world. The line between reality and hallucination blurred. Fear, potent and crippling, threatened to consume them. They were guests in a realm they could never truly understand.
David, however, reveled in the chaos. He felt the Djinn's power coursing through his veins. He saw the spirits not as threats, but as manifestations of a power he now shared. He was no longer merely observing the supernatural, he was becoming a part of it.
Jack, his practicality crumbling in the face of the unexplainable, sought answers from the shaman.
The old man, his eyes filled with sadness, spoke of the arrogance of man. The Djinn, he explained, fed on hubris, on the belief that humanity could control forces beyond its comprehension. The Djinn's power came at a price. David, once a keen observer, now saw the world through a distorted lens.
His perception of reality shifted. He became obsessed with documenting the supernatural, with capturing proof of the Djinn's existence.
His camera lens, once a tool for capturing beauty, now became a weapon, a means of control. He sought to bind the spirits, to force them to reveal themselves to his will.
His actions, fueled by the Djinn's influence, threatened to shatter the delicate balance of the forest.
The shaman, his patience wearing thin, confronted David.
He warned him of the dangers of his actions, of the consequences of exploiting the Djinn's power.
But David, his ego inflated by the Djinn's whispers, dismissed the shaman's pleas as the ramblings of a superstitious old man.
The jungle, however, responded in its own way. The air grew heavy with an oppressive stillness. The river's flow stagnated. The spirits, enraged by David's arrogance, prepared to unleash their fury. The shaman, realizing the gravity of the situation, devised a plan.
He gathered his tribe, performed ancient rituals, calling upon the spirits of the forest to aid them.
He knew that the Djinn could not be controlled, but it could be appeased, its power redirected.
He sought to remind David of his humanity, of the beauty and fragility of the natural world.
He led him to a hidden grove, a sanctuary where the spirits whispered tales of harmony and balance.
He showed him the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate web of life that David was threatening to unravel.
David, his mind clouded by the Djinn's influence, resisted at first, but the shaman's words, spoken with the quiet authority of a man who understood the true nature of the forest, began to penetrate the veil of arrogance that had enveloped him. The spirits, sensing a shift in David's heart, eased their fury. The jungle sighed, a soft rustling of leaves, as if offering a chance for redemption. The shaman, his face etched with hope, knew that the battle was far from over, but a fragile equilibrium had been restored. The Amazon, a place of immense power and ancient wisdom, had revealed its secrets to them. They had glimpsed the supernatural, not as monsters to be feared, but as forces to be respected. They had learned that the jungle was not merely a collection of plants and animals, but a living entity, sentient and aware. They had witnessed the consequences of human arrogance, the dangers of exploiting the unknown for personal gain. They had come face to face with the Djinn, not as a malevolent entity, but as a manifestation of the raw power that flowed through the very veins of the forest. They had learned from the shaman, a guardian of ancient wisdom, that true power lay not in control but in understanding. The Amazon, he had taught them, was a place of balance where humanity could coexist with the supernatural, but only with respect and humility. They prepared to leave the village, their mission incomplete, their understanding of the world forever changed. They carried with them not specimens or photographs, but a profound sense of wonder and a deep respect for the mysteries of the Amazon. The jungle, as they departed, seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. The Djinn's influence waned, its power receding back into the heart of the forest. The spirits, their anger appeased, retreated into the shadows, their watchful eyes ever present. David, forever marked by his encounter with the supernatural, carried a newfound humility. He had glimpsed the abyss, had tasted power beyond human comprehension, but he had also learned the importance of restraint, of respecting the delicate balance of the world. The Amazon, they knew, would remain a place of mystery, its secrets guarded by the spirits of the forest, its power held in check by the ancient pact between humanity and the supernatural. They had walked in the shadows, had danced with the unknown, and had emerged with a profound respect for the untamed wilderness. Their journey into the heart of the Amazon had ended, but the lessons they had learned would stay with them forever. They had discovered that the greatest adventure lay not in conquering the unknown, but in understanding it, in respecting the delicate balance between shadows and light.